Coach Hoke and Phil Farrar standing by at San Diego State to join us live here on Extra Sports 1360. Phil, Coach, congratulations. How you doing?
Oh, we're doing fine, and we're excited about the opportunity and the extension, and excited about the commitment that President Weber and Jim Sturk and all those people who are involved we're humbled by it, and we're excited to play on the 23rd. We got a lot to do before then, but we're excited.
Coach, I know I'm going to go ahead and just leak out one of the little extra things that are going along with this extension. I know you didn't want to mention it, embarrass us, that's fine. But I believe pay raise for all the play-by-play and color announcers is included in the group. So I'm going to go ahead and just break that news right now, if that's okay.
Well, I'm going to tell you, we're working on that, and I'm fighting like hell for you, I can tell you. But, some people, when it comes to that, they're a little harder to, get them welcome to it.
Athletics did talk about facility upgrades, and we
that's
know that
right.
you really wanted to get these football fields in particular upgraded. Talk to us about
I think our practice facilities, I think we've got great land out there, and they've been very they've been good to us. Don't get me wrong, but I think there's things that we need to improve in that respect when you look at the recruiting aspect, and if you've traveled enough in the Mountain West Conference or those schools that maybe have made a little bit more of a commitment at that time, I think we definitely, that's going to be a big part of what we need to do.
Coach, let me just ask you, now that this thing is over, I mean, did you kind of know that this was going to be the way this was going to turn out? I mean, even when this all started swirling a couple of weeks ago, because, I mean, as part of the San Diego State community, as close to it as I am, I mean, really, a lot of us were very, very worried that, Brady Hoke was going to not be the head coach at San Diego State anymore.
Well, Chris, the one thing, and you and I doing the radio show together, I mean, I think you've known that I have not ever, wavered on our commitment to these kids in this program and what we want to establish here at San Diego State. And the one casual meeting, and it was a casual conversation, was one I had. And believe me, I was not shopping anything around to try and get out of San Diego. There's too many good things we have going. We have too good of a staff. These kids have really responded well to what we're trying to get done.
Do you think it would be at all different if the casual conversation was with a school like Michigan, where you had ties like that, or perhaps a higher profile program?
Well, Ben, when you say that, I think you've got to look at every situation differently, and believe me, I have utmost respect for the University of Michigan and coaching there for 8 years. But at the same time, I think our respect that we have for this staff and this group of kids and this university and the commitment that they've made, I think that's also something that it isn't all about money or anything like that. It's about a Division I experience for those kids.
Coach,
Go ahead, Phil.
I was going to say, Coach, the one thing about the coach is he's been able to really have this cohesive staff with Al Borges and Rocky Long. One great thing you did was you brought Brian Sipe in. I mean, a local guy,
right.
Played at State, played in the NFL, was coaching at Santa Fe Christian. How important is it to keep that cohesion, that staff together? Rocky was a head coach, Al as well.
Right.
Brian's been high school head coach, a signal caller in the NFL. How tough was it?
Well, I think this, I know how much we all respect each other, and that's where it starts, and how we respect each other for who we are and our work ethic and how we coach the game. We're a very seasoned staff when you look at the different years of coaching in the different places guys have worked at. And every situation's a different situation, but when you look at these guys and what they've done and their pedigrees, and the guys who we brought with us from Muncie who knew the blueprint for how we did things there, I mean, they're all so valuable. And having a guy like Brian who knows the landscape of San Diego State and San Diego State football and is a tremendous football coach, and more importantly, the character of the guys on this staff, and that's the important thing.
One thing I just wanted to confirm when he answered that question about he hasn't written a check since 1980. I have asked him for a loan on the road a couple times, and the first thing he does is tells me to go see his wife. So I know that was true, Coach. I know that part.
And that is the truth. And I say that to people, and they say, "You be kidding me, man! I'm lucky to get. I think I got $15 in my pocket. I got for the whole month." So.
How important was it?
You're all right. It's December 5th, Coach. You can stretch it out.
You still got
right.
a couple more days.
Yeah.
How important was it as far as a family is concerned? From what we understand, your wife loves it here in San Diego, loves the weather. You're a Midwest guy. I'm a Midwest guy, and I certainly don't want to see those snowflakes anytime soon. How important was it as a family? Did you talk about this in staying here?
Well, we really didn't. We've got an advantage. Our daughter lives in Tempe and all that, but just like when we took the job, staying here, none of those factors really weighed in, to be honest with you. And I know this is a great city and full of great people and all those things, but our job is one of building young men and the development of them, and so that's really where we're at and what we're doing.
Coach, congratulations on the contract extension. We're all glad to have you here. I don't know what I would have done at Claim Jumper without you. So I'm glad you're still here, and we wish you good luck in the game against Navy. You get a little free scouting deal on Saturday. You can watch the Army Navy game, and then we'll see you for the Poinsettia Bowl.
That sounds great. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Ben.